Good morning and welcome to the 445 Productive Through Joy show with your host and your boy, Dr. Michael Datcher. The show airs each weekday morning, hella early AF at 4:45 a.m. and goes until 5 a.m. here on YouTube's Michael Datcher channel at 4:45 p.m. and goes until 5 p.m. on Facebook Live. We today are talking about power, and productivity. What is the tie between power and productivity? If you're new to the show, you can please go to productivethroughjoy.com. We speak to groups, organizations, and schools about being more productive through joy. We also offer live one-on-one productive through joy consulting. You can also become a subscriber here by pushing the subscribe button here on YouTube's Michael Datcher channel. You can also swipe left or right across your device to invite people to join the conversation here, or you can simply go to michaeldatcher.com to see about us. We're all over the place. All right, so today we're talking about, once again, power and productivity. On the morning show, we like to also speak, let me say this first, because for folks who are new, this show is aimed at entrepreneurs, those who have their own business, those who like to own their own business, and those who simply want to live in abundance like a boss. And as you may also be able to discern from the show's title, we're also interested in the idea of using joy itself as a technology to move us towards our goals and objectives. As we know from 10th grade science, when the body's feeling joyful, what's happening at a biochemical level is that the body is flooding itself with endorphins, and those endorphins can give us a sense of euphoria that we can then leverage to move ourselves towards our goals and objectives. We encourage everyone on this show to start their own business, that they may be able to eventually fund their dream passion project that may be able to move them towards a joyful abundance. And for us, abundance is not just about money, of course, or we just say wealth. Although at times we do say wealth, but wealth, abundance, these nomenclature choices are just whatever you prefer. For us, wealth is being able to have a wealth of love with your family, a wealth of time to spend time with your family and friends, a wealth of health. Because if you're not feeling well, it's hard to feel wealthy when you got money. So for us, abundance is kind of a holistic approach to wealth and its many manifestations. But it also, of course, includes money, because in our society, money gives you options, and we are pro-option, all right? Including the public option that we should have fought for back in the day. But I don't want to get too deep on the healthcare movement right now. Today we're talking about power and productivity. In the morning show, we like to also speak about the import of framing your day before your day has a chance to frame you. At times, we wake up with trouble on our minds, and that trouble can give us a sense of euphoria that it can rob us of our sense of euphoria and follow us throughout our day. Then we find ourselves going to bed with that same trouble on our mind, waking up with it on our mind with additional troubles along the way gathered in our sleep. So we know that through, again, modern science, that stress, which is tethered to having trouble on our mind, takes years off your life, literally. And we see that especially with black men, for example, die about a decade earlier than their white male counterparts because of the stress of just walking around in a black body in the context of really virulent anti-blackness that we're experiencing now. But of course, that experience, it's had spikes in different times in history, including right now, with the current president and what he is encouraging people to do to black bodies. But so we are spiking up again in the context of making at least this country, and also because of this country's global impact, and upticking in virulent anti-blackness. And so when you're also trying to start a business or pursue your dreams in a black context, you experience even more stress. So we know that's all true. So we help people deal with at a very fundamental level their stress, and we do so in the context of a ritual. Ritual can be defined as doing the same thing at around the same time. It's best seen through example. Let me give you my brief morning ritual to serve as an exemplar. So in the mornings I wake up at 3:45. I wish it was 4:45. 3:45 a.m., including this morning. I read a couple of spiritual or business books. I do our show at 4:45 a.m. Therefore, the name of our show. Then at 5, I work on my current book for about until basically sunrise. which is around like 6:15 or so here in LA. At around that time, I think my baby's about to come and be a co-host. 1 second, honey. What's going on, honey? No, you can't be on the air right now. Hold on. This is my daughter trying to be a co-host today. You can't be on the air right now, but you can be on the side, like that. Say hello to the people, but you can't be on camera right now. My daughter Harlem is my co-host. Sometimes she's jumping in. This may be a short show. All right, so we're gonna have this be a short show because we're talking about power today. And one of the things that's great about this particular idea is that your family is your source of power. Oftentimes, entrepreneurs think that families take time away from the business, but we do this work for our families. And get back. And so, my daughter, who likes to be daddy's co-host, not on camera though, is trying to get daddy's attention. So therefore, we're going to cut today's show short and know that that the reason that we seek power, seek abundance, seek the good in life is that we may give it to our children, our family, friends, and resource them. All right, boom, goes the dynamite. That's it for today's show. Thanks for being here. And this is an interesting interlude because this is what we're all about, family, friends, and relations. That's why we are abundant, so that we may enhance the abundance of our family, friends, and relations, those who we love and care about. So until next time, please go to productivethroughjoy.com, become a subscriber. Go to michaeldatcher.com. We have a new book coming out. We'll be in a town near you, I'm sure. My new novel, Americas, is coming out in April, so look for that. I think that's it. All right, honey, say deuces.
Deuces.
All right, peace and blessings.